YouTube, what's happening? BigFish7499 here, and I'm going to do a video response to COLEHAMELSFAN1 and his Guilty Pleasures contest. I've got a few examples here of some of my guilty pleasures in my collections. Thanks a lot, Clint, for the contest. I really appreciate it. You always come with some interesting topics and some really cool prizes too. Thought I'd give it a shot here. I've been collecting a very, very long time, and there's a lot of different things that I like to pick up that a lot of people either don't like, or I like being diverse in my collection. And the first one is I like picking up cards like that I see, like especially like flea markets, even eBay for that matter, just bargain bins. I like standing there. One of the guilty pleasures is to sit there and like look and sort through those things and either find new sets or find like good deals. I was on eBay and I was searching around, I don't know, for me or someone else, whatever, searching around on eBay, and I came across this card. I watched it to the last day, and I couldn't believe that this card was selling for so cheap. I don't know why no one bid on it, but out of a high-end product for the time, 08 Prime Cuts, yeah, it's numbered 90 out of 99. It was 50 cents for starting bid, $2 shipping, so $2.50 for a Hall of Famer, Tony Gwynn, triple game used, like I said, numbered 90 out of 99. That's an awesome card, and it books like way high. I always love looking for deals like that. So that's one of my guilty pleasures. The next guilty pleasure is my cut autos I've been getting for the Cubs collection. Yeah, like this guy right here, Augie Galan. Absolutely a nobody. He really didn't amount to anything. He played in like the 30s. He played with the Cubs. I've got Baseball Reference up here. I'm gonna like do a quick rip because there's not much anyway on him. Cubs, Dodgers, Reds, Giants, Athletics. He was in the World Series with 3 different teams. I know he was with the Cubs in the 30s. I believe in the Dodgers in the late 30s. And I forgot who else. He was with another team in the World Series and never ever won a World Series. So I mean, FML on his part. I mean, it sucks. But I mean, the only like really standout statistic he ever had was in 1935. He had the most stolen bases, was the first. In 1937, he had the most stolen bases. That's it. Didn't have a great average. He had a gimp right arm, and this is the kind of stuff that I think it's cool that he played a part in the Cubs team, and that he was actually a part of the team. And actually, you know, actually helped contribute a part into getting them to the World Series, even though they didn't win that year. You know, the guy he died in 1993. I mean, it's really, I don't know why, but I'm attracted to these type of cards. I mean, they're on the cheap, they play for the Cubs, and it's a piece of history, in baseball history and team history, in one way, shape, or form, I guess. But pretty much a nobody cut auto, Augie Galan. So that's my second guilty pleasure. And my last guilty pleasure, as a lot of people know, I love doing sets. That's like something I've always done in the hobby for a very long time. I guess it's because growing up, like collecting with my dad, he'd buy the old cases of 1992, 93 Upper Deck. He was all about the stadium, the top stadium club back then, and I would help him sort and collate cards, and we would put sets together, and so yeah, that's just something that's always been with me, and the harder the better. I mean, you know, I'm doing the longevity set, and you know, I'm doing the Bowman Sterling set, the ice set right now. I'm doing a Spectrum set, patch set of 15. I've got Allen and Ginter set. I've got sets and sets and sets like stacked sky high. But the harder the better on the set. Just the chase is a thrill. It's a guilty pleasure. But one of the things the guilty pleasure is in doing a set, there's always a player that I really don't care to have, and I have to get him because he's part of the set. If you don't have that player, then you're not going to have the complete set. And I happen to pick up a card of a player that I'm not fond of in the least. Not a fan of him at all. You know, even through what he's been through, and even though he says he's rehabilitated himself and he's done fairly well in the last couple seasons back, I had to get him for my set. And even though it's a very nice card, I'm still not a fan of him. Number 26 out of 30, one of the shorter printed number cards for my longevity set, Michael Vick. Not a fan at all of Michael Vick, but it's a pretty nice card. Green, black, and silver patch. It's actually the back parts of the eagle. Not his beak or his head, but like the back, like the bust, the neck end of his head, and it would actually go like that on the actual logo. So yeah, those are my guilty pleasures in collecting, just collecting sports and in general. Thanks so much, Clint, for the contest. You always, like I said, bring some really cool topics and some good prizes. I actually won one of his prizes. He mentioned it in the video. It was like a statue of Wrigley Field. It has a certificate of authenticity, and it's signed by Ernie Banks. Clint hooked it up for me. I need to get a new dome for this thing though, but anyway, ever since you gave this to me, it's sat here right on the desk. So that's all I got. Thanks a lot again for the contest, and those are my guilty pleasures. Peace.